A couple of days ago, a video popped up in my YouTube recommendations that was a compilation of commercials that aired in May of 2007. I skimmed through it and it was funny. It looked more like 1997 than 2007, as it looked like this was ripped from a VHS. I have no memory of any of the commercials in this compilation. Back in May of 2007, I was 6 years old, and these didn't look like commercials that aired on Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon, the two channels I primarily watched back then. Maybe I saw some of these commercials back when they aired, but again, I was 6 years old and this is nearly 20 years ago. Anyway, as I was skimming through, I began to dwell on a pretty depressing thought. Oh, every cat and dog that I saw in these commercials are dead by now. And then I began thinking about my cat Timmy, who unfortunately had to be euthanized last month, and my cat Charlie, who passed away, my cat Tony, who passed away, my cat Debbie, who passed away, and just the fact that, beautiful innocent creatures in general have to have an expiration date. But, that's just mortality in general. Everyone you know in your life is going to die at some point. And I fucking hate it. There is nothing you are more powerless against than the clock. Every tick from it is a second off of your life. And the thing is, it's not even really my own mortality that I'm concerned about, at least not at this current point in time. I'm still young and healthy. I'm not going anywhere anytime soon, barring any freak occurrence, I suppose. But time just continuing to move forward and you not being able to do a damn thing about it really just puts into perspective how insignificant we are. Our lives are ultimately just blips in the grand scheme of things, and feeds into the point that I made a few months ago about our lives being inherently meaningless. Of course, most of us, I presume, value our lives, and we have loved ones who value our lives and vice versa. But that value doesn't really mean much in the grand scheme of things when all of us and our loved ones are going to die someday, and time just continues to move forward, just like normal without us. And admittedly, these feelings do come from a place of selfishness and I suppose also irrationality. I don't want any of the people and animals who I love in my life to die. I know it's unfortunately going to happen inevitably, and it has happened, and every single time it has, beyond just feeling the grief, I also feel a sense of anger. Why did it have to be them? What did they do to deserve to die, as if death is only something to be earned or deserved, as opposed to something that just inevitably happens. And yes, I know, everything I am describing is nothing that is unique to me. Anger is literally one of the common stages of grief. But even with that in mind, it only solidifies to me even further how much I wish saying goodbye to loved ones wasn't part of the deal of being alive. And that's when the old cliche comes into play. Cherish your loved ones every single day like it's your last day with them, because you never know when the end could strike. Yes, I understand that, and yes, I do cherish every single second I possibly can with family, friends, pets. But really, no amount of time can ever really feel like it's enough. Like when my grandmother passed away in 2020, up until that point, I had lived with her my whole life. I saw her every single day. And yet, even then, I am still like, I would do anything to just have even 5 minutes with her. And the fact that it's already been 5 years since her death just boggles my mind. Last month was the anniversary. And every anniversary that has passed and every anniversary that will come serves as a reminder that the memories I shared with her and cherish are growing more and more distant. And it just, I don't know, feels unfair. It feels like I'm leaving her behind when I don't want to. And in the time since, I've lost other family members, pets, an online friend, and I feel exactly the same way about them. The fact that the experiences and memories I have shared with them are just going to grow farther and farther away, and there's not a single thing I can do about that, just makes me really depressed. And saying all of this makes me feel, I guess, self-centered a little bit, because at least for me, it feels like I'm saying the extent of the tragedy surrounding these deaths are that they made me feel sad. But what I am trying to convey is part of the tragedy is the transference of suffering onto those who are impacted by the death. Death on its own, I don't believe, is the worst thing that can happen to you. How you die absolutely can be. But when you're dead, I mean, that's it. You likely just cease to exist while those around you have to just manage carrying on without you because that's all you can really do. Because time just continues to push forward, and this factors into why I resent nostalgia so much. Because when I get nostalgic, I get this looming feeling of wanting to be transported back to the time I am nostalgic for, and then pause time and live in that period forever, but since that is not possible, and you can't fight the clock, I don't like dwelling on the past all that much, but obviously I'm still susceptible to falling into the nostalgia trap, hence this video. I hate nostalgia not only because I believe it is stupid to be stuck in the past and disregard the fact that you will still have plenty of opportunities in the future to create cherished memories, but also because it's a reminder of how much time has passed between those cherished memories and now. And you may find it unbelievable how much time has passed, but that amount of time has indeed passed, and time will continue to chug along. You're going to see your loved ones get older, you're going to see yourself get older, you're going to say goodbye to people and creatures you're not ready to let go of. And yes, this existential crisis of mine, if you want to call it that, was brought on by a compilation of nearly 20-year-old commercials. But hey, when you're prone to depression, even the most benign things can make you sad, I suppose. Anyway, there's a very beautiful song called Time by the Alan Parsons Project that I'll link in the description because it's a very nice reflection of my feelings regarding this topic. And I had a good cry while listening to it the other night, and well, it's just a good song in general, so that's also why I'm linking it. That's all I have to say. Bye-bye.